Ouch, that hurt it. Ooh, that hurt it. I pulled the hair out my nose. But back in the day, now we're talking about proper representation of gay people on television.
Well, we started with Ernie. That's how.
With Bert and Ernie, yeah, with Bert and Ernie. Now, personally, because I'm older than, my sister. I'm older.
Not about much.
By about 7 years. But personally, when I would look at Sesame Street when I was younger, if I did look at Sesame Street, I really didn't look at Sesame Street. I was really into stuff that my mother was looking at. We're looking at Young and the Restless to see was Nikki going to stop stripping. And I'm surprised that Victor and Nikki still on it after all these damn years. Yeah, they still on there. And Nikki just looking as old and worn out as ever.
Victor fucked 30 years.
And Victor, he looked like they rolling around a skeleton on wheels. Victor Newman, that old bastard. Lord, that nigga old. But anyway, make a long story short. But we were talking about Bert and Ernie. Me looking at Sesame Street when I was little, I never got the impression that Bert and Ernie was gay.
I did.
Mr. Rogers, I always got the impression that something was creepy about him.
Yeah.
From Mr. Rogers, I've always gotten that.
Yeah.
But Bert and Ernie, I've never gotten that they were gay. I just got they were two guys that lived in an apartment. They were roommates. I didn't get that they were gay. Now, the girls off of like Charlie Brown, what's her name? Peppermint Patty. And the girl always calling her sir. You need to get into that. What's her name? Marcy?
Oh yeah, Marcy.
Marcy always calling what's her name, sir.
It's like a dice slur. But remember,
they call her Peppermint Patty.
Remember back in the days when they used to make those jokes where it would never be about two uncles, but two women that lived together for years and years and years, and they would never say that they were dykes. They would just say that they close friends. Like Aunt Marcy been living with her female friend for 20 years, and they don't need a man. They're completely happy without a man. You know, in TV shows, that's how they used to put it. Well, it'll be a girl crying about a man, and she'd be like, well, Aunt Marcy doesn't have a man. She's just fine. She's been with him for 30 years.
Time I've heard of any gay shit on television was on All in the Family. Twice. One time Edith's cousin died. And she went to the cousin's house or whatever, and they was there, and the lady was like, me and Irene, we were close. And Edith was like, yeah, we were all close, yeah, I loved Irene. Well, I loved Irene too. No, I loved Irene. Oh, okay. Edith was like, oh, okay. All right, no. Edith was like, oh, okay. Like, you get what I'm saying? Then they had a transgender person on there, and he got killed outside, and Edith decided she wasn't going to go to church no more because he got killed. You get what I'm saying? So that's like the only time we saw stuff like that that I seen stuff like that on television. I mean, come out from an early age.
Well, right, and that's why I say, well, let me give you my perspective on what I seen from an early age. Because your early age was the 80s. My early age was the early 90s, early mid-90s. And my representation was the two girls on the Living Color that skit, the men that fit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shanae on Martin. Even though it's supposed to be a real female character, but it was very controversial.
I'm gonna tell you something about Shanae. Wendy Williams. Martin Lawrence. A lot of money. Because that how you doing, when you start calling motherfuckers.
Oh, no money for that though. People take stuff like that from TV and film and make it pop, and they make it.
I'm just saying, but when you do her hair that go down there, woo 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 woo.
It's just like Jackie Christie suing everybody who use Ponderosa now, and people do use the word on multiple platforms in real life.
But basically, what we were saying was, what was we talking about? We were talking about.
You was talking about
Minifilm, Minifilm.
And I was talking about how throughout the
90s, the
characters got more stereotypical. They got more comedic. It was nothing real about them. They were all a caricature of one type of gay man. So, and me growing up, my representation of gay men, and especially growing up in the hood in Atlanta in the 90s, it it was embarrassing. It was something to be made fun of. It wasn't no pride in which it shouldn't have cared. But even if you show feminine traits, somebody would walk up and say you're gay, and then they would shame you for it. It was no you're gay okay. It was you gay ill. You gay you going to hell. You're gay this. You're gay that. You're gay we fight. You gay this. But there was never anything positive.
Hey,
never.
Brian, with all that whole Brian, with all that gay shit, yo, fuck all that.
And one thing about it, shit, my gay ass without their fault. Because that's the way I gay or die. Shit, I wasn't raised to run in the house. And my family wasn't accepted that. I wonder if I would have been let to run in the house, what would have happened? Because I knew somebody who ran home every day, and I felt bad for him. He was 3 years older than me. He was in middle school. When I was in like 4th and 5th, he had to be like in 8th.
But my thing about it is, it's mixed things. I got mixed feelings about that. Because there was sometimes some motherfuckers, when I was little, when I lived with my mom, some motherfuckers, for some reason, they wanted to fight me. I remember I just kept wanting, my mom kept calling my mom, and she wake up to the motherfucking window. She said, I will die.
Shit, my mom was at work, so there wasn't no mama to run to. It wasn't no, we was latchkey kids. There wasn't no damn mama to run to the window for. You had to run to your older brother and sister. And you get out there and you fight. Shit, you fight. You bring your ass in here proud or ashamed, but one way or another, you come to this house feeling some type of way.
But not if you just don't want to fucking fight now. Every time, it ain't got to be a fight. Sometimes motherfuckers just don't want to fight.
Well, when you grew up in the hood, there...
Just like, for instance, just like, yes, the fuck it is. But yes, it is, because you do have a choice. Now, granted, because granted, if somebody's trying you day after day after day, yeah, beat that motherfucker ass.
Okay.
But every time somebody has a disagreement, or as people get, that's where I think... And I really honestly believe that's where I think the misconception lies.
So
yes, Richard, let me just say.
Let me ask this. Before we go into that, let me ask this. Did your mother give you a choice? When somebody came to your door to beat your ass.
That never happened.
Well, if somebody came.
That happened to her, though.
Because you knew your mom as well as you. We all know our parents.
Yeah.
If somebody came to your door to fight you, knock, excuse me, such and such, you know, I don't like Howard. He tried me in class today, and I want to fight him. I just want to fight Howard. Do your mama bring him in and explain to him, y'all don't need to be fighting, y'all are men? Or do your mama say, Howard or Tony D,
it depends on the situation. The both of them times, that's happened before. Mm-hmm. I don't know when somebody would knock on the door and they say they just wanted to fight. One time we fought, and another time it was for her.
Did she fight?
It happened before. The first time it happened was when she went. Remember I told you she went. Nobody came to the door. I was at the door already. But they gave up or whatever. Then the second time, when I'm talking about these people, I'm talking around 7, 8 years old. Then one time when I moved back with my mom when I was like 15, a lady knocked on the door for her honey.
She went out there and fought.
Beat that lady ass in all 2 minutes. It took for me to come down the steps and we'll just have to stab Anthony, get your mother. Get your mother. Oh my goodness, those were the days, but...
I'll say this. Looking back on it, as an adult, it seemed like y'all gotten more stoned.
Because it just seemed like that video we saw the other day.
Tony D.
Yeah.
The key to being a great interviewer...
I'm not interviewing. But I wasn't interviewing. But what happened? We were just having that conversation. Hold on. Let me put this on pause, bitch. We gotta go on a commercial, bitch. Cause I have to check this bitch right quick. Hold on. Hold on.
The key to being a great interviewer
is
to always listen more than you respond.
Yes, okay.
Now I'm seeming to think that we may have an issue in this category.
Okay, all right.
We get your response, but we never see your lesson.
Okay, I'm listening. All ears. I'm listening.
Now, my point is, being a child of the 90s, I would have liked some type of representation, only for the simple fact of how I grew up, where I grew up, and the shit that was going on within my... And a lot of people say, oh, Atlanta wasn't always the way Atlanta was. In the 90s, Atlanta wasn't this. Atlanta wasn't a gay haven. Atlanta wasn't... think a man walking up and down the street with a purse on and you would get fucked up.
Oh, yeah, you would.
The 90s wasn't
like that. It wasn't.
There was no representation. I didn't find... Pretty much, yeah. I hate to see it. But I didn't find gay representation until I was 15. I found the first person that I actually met that was gay was 15. I looked, and I promise you, and it's weird, from 13 to 15, I was looking, and I just didn't find nobody. Well, they probably were, but you know, in the hood, it's that cold. You know, gay people, back then it was DL. Gay people didn't speak, gay people didn't this, gay people didn't that. My thing is, where was the representation? Looking back on it, had it not been negative representation, I probably wouldn't care about some positive representation.
Well,
if you're gonna have negative, you should have positive.
Well, see, the thing about it is, though, Neil, there was positive representation.
Well,
they were in books. We just wasn't prevalent to reading them. Like,
well, everybody knows that people.
But you get what I'm saying, though. But we can't shun Elin Harris and the guys. No, I'm not saying we are, but I mean there was positive representation.
Not on
television. Yeah, but I'm saying, but there was positive representation, just not where we look at it at. They were in books, and everybody know. And I hate to say it. Oh Lord, here comes Janice.
No, because it shouldn't be just a black generalization. It should be an everybody generalization.
Well, true.
Because if it's in books, I mean, a lot of people would lose it in a book. You don't think so?
To be honest with you, I really can't even make that interpretation because I've never even read it. I've only read maybe like the first 2 chapters of B-Boy Blues when that came out. Yes, child.
You got how many books he got? I read all of them except the last book. I didn't read the last book because he didn't finish it. Somebody else finished it.
But it was just like, I remember reading it like that. It was just like, that book was just, I remember it was just so 90s and they're yelling out 90s slang that I never thought I would hit. Even when I read it back in 96, it was, yelling out money. Yeah, money. I'm like, what? Money. Oh, shit. What the fuck?
That was the sign of the time, shit.
Money, yes. They
Do we have a history?
What?
Not African American history.
Oh, homosexual?
Not American history, yeah.
Fruit Loop history, yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Like, do Black Americans have a history?
Black Americans? I don't understand.
Black gay Americans, do we have?
Yeah, we have a history. I can tell you. I can tell you our history. I can tell you the history
a
from
lot of times lumped in with white history. White gay history. We don't. I rarely hear.
Well,
gay
I can tell you.
Gay history.
Well,
please give me a fact or two. We need to know something.
A fact or two. Let me see. A fact or two. Well, of course, they're not famous and they don't have a lot of money. But let me see. But if you want to talk about somebody who, oh Lord, I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail for this one. But if you want to talk about somebody, I can't go by a history, but if you could go by potential in somebody that just used all their power for the wrong man, if this man, with all that he knows how to do, had he did it in the more positive avenues, I'm not saying I'm throwing on the balls and stuff, but just throwing the balls and stuff is fine. But like far as other things he could have done for the community, Alvernian prestige. I hate to say it, for whatever house he is now. That motherfucker is brilliant when it comes to making money. I mean, business-wise, establishment. You get what I'm saying? But all that power, you get what I'm saying? With all that knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful thing. You can either choose to do good things, or sometimes you can try to do not so good things with it. You get what I'm saying? Or you can just sit on it. You feel me? And not just do anything. He had the power to be the mayor of Philadelphia if he really wanted to. No bullshit. Just the brilliance.
So what is his contribution to anything? That's what I was asking. representation.
What representation?
Yeah.
Well, it would be I would say business-wise. To make money legally, make money fast way. That's what it would be. But as of now, you get what I'm saying? He's like, far as making money and doing things for the gay community, he has done. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like a Jackie Washington.
I mean, had I not ever stepped foot in, have talked to you, I wouldn't know the name. So, and I'm just saying, that's just me being from here, and I never, I wouldn't know the name. So my thing is, making my point, what black gay history, is there any black gay history? Because our black gay history is always lumped into general gay history, which is pretty much white gay history.
Well, white people really don't have anything to do with none of this.
It don't. That's why I'm asking about gay black history. Do we have any, or is ours just lumped into white history, white gay history, or black history, or another sub? Are we just another subcategory of a category? Are we lumped in with black? Are we lumped in with white gays?
Well, we are. I don't know, because see, it almost goes to like almost an oxymoron that goes against everything I've been saying when you think of it in that capacity. Because when you think of it in that capacity, like, it goes against everything I was saying, because it goes into labeling. I don't know. I don't know what we are. Do we have an identity? Yes, we have an identity. We have to make our history. Stop falling for these traps.
Shit, what traps?
Not traps. I'm just saying, in general, people in general of a community, stop falling in the traps. Like, certain things that's going to happen when things are going to evolve. If you have a bunch of people that have the type of attitudes that that a lot of group of people have, like a lot of gay people, have attitudes, because everybody think they're, just it. You get what I'm saying? Then you have alcohol involved. You get what I'm saying? What happens? Fights happen. You get what I'm saying? That's guaranteed. You get a bunch of people together, and alcohol, different personalities, something bound to happen. You get what I'm saying? All them, you know what I mean? When you see on the videos and prize and shit, and all you see that, but a whole bunch of work. That shit, that's expected. They expect that shit. You get what I'm saying?
It's expected because unfortunately that's where we are. That's how.
Well, that's the gay history. Yes, our black gay history. Yep, because that's the way it is. Nobody wants to fix nothing. So, and just like,
it's just like, when you really think about it, and not comparing the two, and not saying the two are the same, and not even putting the two in the same category, but when you call it an oppression,
yeah, I would. I've been with said that.
It could be a systematic oppression.
It is.
The same way as black people, we were oppressed and we've been oppressed. It's like a subcategory of oppression. Like how gay people treat trans people. It's a subcategory of oppression. We're all oppressed. But we're using, whatever we have to put down somebody who we feel are, beneath us. So it's like, okay, he's black. He's a man, and don't let it be a transsexual man. Then it's like, oh, that bitch is still a man. And not that it has anything to do with anything. But it's just an oppression thing. You get what I'm saying, though? It's like, are we allowed to have PTSD? Because it's certain things where I have PTSD from years ago. But if I talk about it, it might be laughed at, or it might be like an old get over it type of thing.
Well, like what? What is your PTSD?
I'd rather not say, what is that things that I have PTSD over?
I can put this on pause, and we can have a confidential moment.
Nah, I don't need any of those.
Okay.
I'm not calling with Monique. No. I don't want to speak while the camera's rolling. I'd rather not speak while the camera's rolling. I don't give a fuck about no Monique. But yeah, when you say that it's a thing where